Well, that's a problem. Okay, so sum up of what's going on here. The bearing is worn out on this fan, and since these have single bearings, when they wear, the rotor tends to get a drop. And so what's happening is the rotor is hitting the stator. Well, I have a possible solution that could fix this problem. I'm not sure if it will or not, but it's worth a try. I'm going to go to the hardware store today to get a grinding bit, just a small one, and I'm just gonna very carefully just take off some of the some on the inside of the stator, and hopefully that'll just give it just enough space to where the rotor will stop hitting it. And you can hear it too. You can hear the noise. That's just the handle vibrating, but it's in the back there. That's just the rubbing from being tipped. It just gets loud. It goes away at higher speeds. Medium seems to be its better speed, to where it doesn't make any noise. And then as soon as you turn it up, it completely goes away. So we'll give it a try. We'll see what we can do about this one. Alrighty, we got the bit that we need. That should work. This is what I bought. I got a Performax Roadifile 1/4, so that should be plenty. And then there's the W25 again, so we're gonna remove it all the way down, take the rotor out, and then just take a little bit of space off right on the inside of the stator, so we'll see what we can do about that. Okay, so what you're going to want to do for the start is you're going to want to take off the cage, which this is how I do it. I just kind of do that and it'll pop right out. Oh, hi Zoe. Just take the cage off and that's your first step. And so, yeah, this blade's a little dirty right now. I got to clean it. Then you want to take off the blade. So, if you don't know how to do that, there's that C-clip there. You're going to want to use the retaining clip pliers. Take them off. So I'm going to do that quick. Just 1 second. Alright, so at this point, there you go. Now your blades are off, your rotor is exposed. Now, the problem here, what this one is doing is, watch. You'll see it'll suddenly stop. Well, as if it hits a certain spot, right there. Now it's all stiff. It's right in there, so that's where the divot is, the drop is. So we're going to zoom in, it's right, let's see if it focuses, right in there is where it's hitting. So we're going to take the rotor out, and then that'll expose the insides of the stator. And then we're going to use that little grinding disc, or the grinding, whatever you want to call it. I can't speak too well today, but we're going to do that. So, and I have the brown one running over there, bringing some air in. Just because I can. So, okay, so at this point, this is what's holding the rotor in. There'll be a plate here, which is why it's open, but you kind of want to drill a hole. Let's see, right about here, there'll be a steel plate. Kind of drill it up towards the top, and then get something behind that and pop that plate off, and then you'll see this. You can see there's a C-clip attached right on the end there, and then you just kind of want to remove that little C-clip there. Focus, please. So you'll want to take that C-clip off, and then your shaft will come out. It'll push right out. And then make sure you keep track of your washers and everything. So I'll do that quick, and then I'll show you what we'll deal with. Alright, so the C-clip is off now, and then you just, come right out the front. Just like that. And there you go. Alright, so this is the part that we'll be dealing with here. What I did was, well, before you can kind of see how that's kind of all worn. It's down to the steel. Well, I used sandpaper and a file for that to try, see if it would work. I mean, it reduced the hammering greatly, so I have good hopes that this will reduce it down to nothing if it works. So that's what we'll be grinding out, is right in there. We'll take some off. We'll see what happens. I'm not going to take a ton off. I'm thinking as little as a 1/16 might do it, of a 1/16 of an inch. That's my guess, so then we'll put it together, see what happens. So I'm gonna get everything set up, and then I'll show you what to do. Alright, so you can see I've already started, and I just kinda get it right in here, and then you just go to town with it. You can see where I've started. You can see it's definitely taken it off, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to fire up the air compressor and blow that out, and then use a parts cleaning spray to get those shavings out. So I'm gonna do this quick, and then once I'm done, I'll reassemble and we'll see what happens. So best of luck. Alright, you can see there's some progress being made. You can see it's taking some off, but it's going to need a lot of cleaning to get the metal shavings out. But if you look up here, I left this one this way for comparison. If I can focus in. There, yeah, you can see just how much is coming off. Right there. Better focus for me. And no, I did not hit the coils with the the rotary bit. They were like this, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, we got it all grinded out. Now I'm gonna fire up the air compressor, blow it out, because you'll see why. Look at all those shavings in there. We don't want that. We don't want that touching. And then we got some parts cleaner over there that we're gonna use. Now clean it all out. Get any excess left over. They should be nice and clean. We'll put some oil in there and reassemble, and we'll see what happens. Okay, we got the motor all cleaned out. Now it's time to re-oil it up and assemble and test and see what happens. Quick little tip for when you're installing the blades on your fan. Over time there tends to be a little gap, and you can see the washers get a little tippy, but if you use a rubber band, you can loop it around there on the inside between the two, and it'll prevent them from clicking together. So when it runs, it'll sound like that when it runs. So no more washer clicks. Nothing. It'll sit right there nice and solidly. So there we go. Now we're gonna get the grills on and we're gonna test this thing. And as you can see, it's spinning very nicely after oiling it. So that's a plus. So we'll take a look. Alright guys, here it is all assembled up. This is the moment of truth to see if it worked. So control on the side, low speed is first. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, we got a little scrapes. So it means I gotta clean it out a little more. There's no vibration coming in the frame now. Try medium. That eased way out. Try high. Handle's not rattling. Drop it back down. Wow. That quieted way up. Here, let's take it down, try it on the floor. It sounds so much nicer. That sounds great. Still got a little bit of vibration just from the motor running, but that's normal. So it's not hitting no more. I took off enough space to where it's not hitting anything anymore else. I'm running really smooth. Now the scratching went away. That sounds great. Oh. I jinxed it. It's a pretty clean fan as it is, just figured I'd say that. yeah, it's running great. Now it's just got to ease in. We'll see what happens. So, anyways, I think that's gonna be it for this video. Thanks for watching, and feel free to try this method out on your own. See if it works for you. And so, yeah, if it works, great. It worked for. Thanks for watching, and there we go. Still running smooth.